Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Dave Johnson here from Superior Lapidary, and this is going to be the third episode of my new marbles. So I'll give you a brief history of my weekend and what I did and what I got, and then we'll quickly jump into marbles. So Saturday, February 10th, I went with my brother on about a 2.5 hour drive down to Champlin, Minnesota to the Midwest Marble Club show that they put on. It was held in a Presbyterian church, and they had a really nice show. All the tables were full of vendors. There wasn't a whole lot of people there attending just to look and or buy marbles, but all the tables were full, and all of the vendors had a wonderful time chatting back and forth and trading and buying and selling from each other. I joined the club officially, and it was also the 98th birthday of one of the original founding members of the club, and that was kind of neat. They had a special cake for her. So, anyway, what you see on my little place here is the marbles that I got. So, let's jump into that and I'll show you what I got. I bought them from about 3 or 4 different places. The bulk of them I got from one fella. It was his first show he's ever done. And yeah, I'll show you what I got from him. But before I get into the marbles, I'll just show you a little bit of what I do. I make, well, big marbles. I make spheres. Here's a piece of amethyst, and I just finished this up recently. So I make them out of stone and some different glasses sometimes, and even some marble slag possibly. So if you got a big chunk of slag that isn't all fractured up, I could probably make a sphere out of it. So that's what I do. But I've also become a marble collector. So we'll show the first little batch of marbles. I have not done it yet, but we're going to take the black light and just see. Oh, there's one in there. Shines up pretty good. Oh, that's pretty cool. Again, as far as names and stuff, I'm going to have to leave that out for the most part because, you know, I just don't know a lot about identification of marbles. There's a lot of common ones in here, but there's some pretty nice ones in here. Size-wise, let me just a couple thousand shy of an inch is what they are. You can see the inch mark on there, I think. But we got some good looking marbles. I don't know if they're old, if they're new, but 99% of them here about the same size. Some are beat up, and I may take the opportunity to take these marbles. They're not a lot of value to them at all, but I might polish that up on one of my sphere machines and get some of these divots out of here. So maybe one day I'll show you that process. But there's some pretty nice ones. There's one a little bit smaller. Just picking out anything that looks pretty decent. And one root beer base one with a little cat's eye. That one's got kind of a root beer copper colored base, and it's refractive. There's a one's a little football shaped. Got mixed in with the rest. There's a nice one. Love the Halloween colors. I got a few of those in the mix. Kind of a tiger. Let's get a little closer look at the batch. All right, next is this jar full, and these came basically with the same batch I just showed you, so it's more of the same. Like right on top, there's another one of these iridescent ones. They're pretty cool. I guess the best thing to do is maybe we'll pour them out and see what we got. All right, well, there's a good batch of marbles. There's a lot of different colors in them. Again, most of them look typically about the same size, within a few thousandths of each other. It's got kind of a grape base to it, grape colored. Here's another one that's surely got to go to the my sphere machine. Maybe I can polish this up and make something out of it. Another black one. There's kind of a factory mistake in that one. That should have got rejected. There's a big factory groove down the middle of it. There's a nice looking marble. There's a little. It's not play damage. That's some manufacturer flaws in this one too. Little divots in there. Just picking out some different ones, something that you might like to see. There's kind of a cutie with the light stripes in it. And of course here, there's cat's eyes of different sorts in here. That's the prettiest marble, blue with the white band on the outside, and that, but the color of the blue is pretty nice. Another tiger type one there. So, I think we've exhausted everything out of that jar, so let's move on to the next batch. Alright, we're going to take a quick look at this next container of big shooters. So, yeah, this is all shooters, different kinds. Again, I don't think we have anything too spectacular in here. Pretty nice colors on that, though. I do like these marbles. They're fun, they're big. 3-color cat eye. There's one that sticks out amongst the rest of them. Maybe I should go to blacklight this batch and see if anything. A couple of these shine up pretty good. Just a plain one, looks just like plain glass, but boy, that one lights up under the light. little bit of green color into it, but boy, it pops. Another one way down deep. Another plain glass one. I'm sure there's more at the bottom. I don't think there's a real big reason to keep looking too deep into this. That's a gorgeous looking marble. It's got a blue base to it, light blue, clear base. There's a smaller one in there. I don't have a lot of money invested in these. It was, I thought, a pretty reasonable buy. It's hard to break it down piece by piece, but everything I bought, I spent right around $200 on Saturday for everything that I'll show you today. Yeah, that's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. All right, I'll get you over the top of that. It's pretty neat. But we're going to move on because I don't think you want to keep looking at these. All right, we're going to move on to the last bin. It's got a variety of stuff in it. I'll start off with this. It says 60 Chinese checker marbles. It was $5 or $6. Yeah, $5 I paid for that. I didn't argue or quibble or anything on any of the prices. Everybody, I think, was fair enough. It says what's supposed to be in here. There's supposed to be 60 marbles, 10 for each player. This is not a factory tape job I'm opening up here. This is certainly after factory. Not sure how marbles can be hard to get out of a box, but they were. I think that's all of them. Nope. There's another one tucked in there. So they're all the same size, solid color marbles. I'll count the black ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one in the corner. Yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's 10 now. So it looks like these are the original marbles that came with the package, so that's pretty exciting. Nothing too spectacular, but I like it. Now, we got to find out what's in the box. I thought we'd get a little closer look at some of the marble cullet to start with. Don't know the location where this came from, but pretty neat anyway. It's a nice piece of orange with a little yellow striping in it. They did have the little notation MTM on each of them. Just some dirty yellow. Well, this is the stuff I like, where you've got mashed up marbles that never quite made it out of production. They just got chucked somewhere and dug up years later. There's the best one, though. The oranges and whites on that are very nice. Quite a few marble blobs in there. Most likely a foreign-born bunch of marbles, unless they bought them and shipped them over by cat's eyes in the old glass marbles bag from the Oriental Trading Company. There's a bag full of Marble Kings. Nice frosty bag. This has been well used. You can see right there, 29 cents for a big bag of marbles. That's quite a deal. So there's a bunch of Marble Kings. One more package I got. Probably not that old, but I got the John Deere package. The Series A line of tractors. So it's a cute little bag. It's not worth a whole lot, but I sure enjoy it. My grandfather was a John Deere dealer back in the 50s. Picked up a nice little grouping of Benningtons. Got 5 of the blue ones. They're in pretty decent condition. This one's played with quite a bit. I'll pick that other one up in a second. I like this big brown shooter though. That's a good looking marble. The other one's a little lighter colored. There's the one that took off on us. I'm a fan of the Benningtons. I love those early marbles. Those are great. And there's a nice little grouping of Jabos. They're pretty sweet. A lot of different colors in them. Really happy to have these too. All right, we'll take a look at most of these are Germans. There's a few other ones in here. Nice swirled green. It's labeled Christensen's. It's labeled Christensen Slag on the little container. A white base with a little orange. Beautiful little green and white. And this one is labeled Acro Red Flints. I'll show you the little label they put on there. I'm not sure why this one was held aside, but kind of a rough looking marble. Neat white stripes throughout, but boy, she's well used marble. There was one more separate one that we'll take a quick look at. It's got kind of a pinky hue to that stripe. It's not quite white. Beautiful, beautiful little marble though. All right, we'll take a look at all the Germans that I got. As you look through here, it's nice to have them all together and you can kind of pick them out a little bit better. You can see some of those that are just a little bit frosty and the dings show up real easily. Nice yellow and red pattern with the white in the middle, the white stripes. This one sticks out as an exceptionally beautiful little marble. You got, of course, the bottom and top marks on it, the pontil marks. But all the striping and everything is just gorgeous. Couple little platings on there. I never had any German marbles growing up as a kid. None of these are familiar to me from my childhood at all. Again, you got a little frosty spot here. It's not a gorgeous example, but it's still a good looking marble. I love these things. Here's the biggest German of the bunch. Show you the two ends of it. That's a good looking marble. I'm happy to have that in my collection. So it's got the little mark on the end, of course. That's just what you expect. Smaller the better though. But a cute little peewee sized marble. It's got the yellow and reds and the blues and oranges in there, and you can see the green when I turn it that way. Terrific marble. And this one, other than of course the pontil side, this is probably the cleanest one of the batch. Love it. So there we are. There's I showed you most of the Germans. Beautiful little batch of marbles. Glad to have them. I've now got some Germans in my collection. Yeah, there they are. All right. Well, I wasn't quite done with all my Germans. We have a couple more here. They're just in a different container. These are both a couple of nice shooter size ones. The clear one is obviously got a lot of play damage to it. The other one does too, but not quite as much. But still very happy to add those little bigger Germans to my collection. Here's the sticker that goes with it. From Dave's Appalachian Swirls, the 2023 edition, made in October. And talked with Lon. He was one of the investors, and he made this box. And inside the box are a bunch of the DASs that he took part in making. It's got a nice magnetic closure on it, so that's just pretty cool. And Lon can be found right here. Ideal in Marbles. Super fantastic guy to talk to, as friendly as can be. These marbles, I can't get them out, and I'll probably have to dump them all if I did, but that's a nice little selection of the DAS. So they're only about 4 months old. Him and I believe his daughter took a drive from, I think in Minnesota, down to wherever they're making these batches. But I'm happy to have that in my collection. So I could put the sticker on the box. I'm thinking about that. I don't know if it's going to stick real well, but so there we are. One last thing to mention. The Minnesota Marble Club is also going to be part of the Badger Marble Show, September 21st in DeForest, Wisconsin. So if you get a hankering to go look for some marbles and you're up in Wisconsin, check it out. I will throw a link to the club and hopefully to the show in the description. And yeah, check it out. It's a great club. Nice people. Well, thanks for watching, folks. I hope that was somewhat enjoyable. But that is the third episode of My New Marbles. I've got some other things that are probably going to be a little more interesting coming up. So stay tuned. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, that's fine too. Anyway, we'll see you next time. My New Marbles.